Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Arizona Cardinals.
Come on now, let's go! There you go. 59. Hey, let's get that home.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. When they're lined up in the 46 defense like that, running is just going to be a slog.
Especially if you're trying to run it in the middle of the defense. So what you're hoping, get a stalemate against the three across the front. And can you get some one-on-one blocks that you can win on the perimeter? To me, that's the best place to carry the football.
Now Elliott. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, it's Tate fighting through. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready. 6 yards. Go, go. 66.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. Gets around him. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He completes it to Tate. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? On the ball.
2nd and 10. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's Jones. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Prescott, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
47. We got 4. Listen. Mike 52. Mike 52.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is Shepard on the catch. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Prescott. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Check 52 is the mark. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 52 is the mark, boy. 52. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. You're Mike 52. Mike 52.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
I know there will be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott flushed out right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
On third down, it's Prescott. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on, what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Get up. Check.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. On the return is Jones. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
A first down carry by Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Prescott to throw it. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Justin Houston picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. There he goes left side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Sanders on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
He finds an opening past the 40. Got a man, complete to Cedric Wilson. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
He'll look to throw. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Mike 56. Don't let him breathe.
Now back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Preston Brown gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Prescott. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, you got 3 down. New Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, defense, let's go. Where's 52? Watch 52, 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got some room at the 30. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now it's Tate. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times, we're trying to win a game.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 12 yards there and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Miller. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. No.
They'll drop the throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Jones on the return. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. 47. Here we go.
Prescott from the gun on third. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. This is taken at the 18. A little juke. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking deep for Gabriel. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Derek Wolfe able to get him for a loss of about 3.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw, and he fires one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
What we got?
They go to Elliott again. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A 46-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down now. It's Miller, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll look to throw here. Finding Gabriel complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Miller. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Lamar Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. How they can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Back to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it. If you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Taylor Gabriel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
55,
They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. 20. Touchdown, Houston. Ezekiel Elliott, 77 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He'll drop to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
At the 46-yard line.
Ready. 56 at the mic. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
2nd and 1. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Switch.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
56, right there, 56.
Second and 14. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Looking to throw. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Hey, hold on. 56. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for two. They'll try and run it in with Miller. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. But he will not make it into the end zone. He stops short, and that might spell an end to their chances as this stays a three-score game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Check safety, check safety. Hey, kill. 26.
Again, it's Elliott. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Let's go. Here we go. 480. 52's the mic. Let's get the ball. Hey, kill.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
We're going to 54. Why is 52? You better be afraid of me. 26.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Now he's forced out left. And he's going to keep it here. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Kyler Fackrell gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. The Texans on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Mike 59. Mike 59. Yeah, let's get set.
Here's Prescott. He completes this one to Mack. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Sanders' kick is good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 47.
That's a pick, boy. That's a pick. Going the other way.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Sack City, baby.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down. 4 down. Mike 52. Mike 52. Watch the screen. Pass. Here go 46. Mike 12. 2. Check pass. Check pass. 26.
Throwing here. Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go. 54. Line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Elliott. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 6-yard pickup, but still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit, because you and I both know, heck, they knew. But this is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease. Romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport, because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now, because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah,